I'm calling to order the September 3rd, 2025 DuPage County Zoning Hearing Officer hearing. I have no public comments to be offered other than those that might be offered in connection with the various cases to be considered. And at this meeting, I have no minutes to approve. I have 3 cases to consider. I think I introduced myself. My name is Bob Carthall. I'd like everybody to be sworn in at the same time. Everyone who's going to testify in any of these cases, please raise your hand and be sworn in.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony and evidence you're about to give at this time shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Okay. When you testify in your respective cases, would you just indicate before you proceed with your testimony, except for this first River Forest case, that you were sworn in prior to your hearing commencing? And now we're going to put you in the waiting room, and I'm going to take the River Forest case first.
Okay, so for Chromiak and Friedman, you'll be in the waiting room. Don't exit out of Zoom, just hold tight for a couple minutes.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm going to call Z25057, the River Forest Country Club case. This is a request for variation to increase the height of a new flagpole from the permitted 24 feet to approximately 60 feet. The property is about 74 acres in Addison Township. The matter was published in the Daily Herald on August 9, 2025. As is our custom, we have circulated the petition to all of the various local authorities and various departments of DuPage County, and we have received no comments or objections from any of those entities. I have, I guess, what's this? The survey site plan combination?
It's the survey.
Quite a survey. I can't read it because I can't read the date. But I presume there haven't been, I can't believe this is all that's on this property.
The golf course, it's a clubhouse and that's pretty much it.
Isn't there a swimming pool someplace?
I think this is the area on the board.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah, well, yeah, I mean, the clubhouse and the building surrounding the clubhouse, but
It doesn't appear to be shown on the survey. This survey is so small, I can't read the date, but that may have to do with something other than the size of the survey. Can somebody see if there's a date on here?
Looks like October 16, 2005.
2005 survey.
That's the clubhouse there.
Yeah. Right,
So it'll be like that.
right. Okay, and then I also have an aerial, which I don't know if the petitioner submitted this. I guess he did because it says proposed flagpole.
Mhm.
Now, what's your name, sir?
Jeff Schenkel,
And what's your position with the country club?
I'm the general manager.
Mr. Schenkel, how do you spell your name?
SCHENKEL.
And you want to use for your address, you want to use the country club address? Okay. So tell me a little bit about what's going on, and please tell me whether I think there's an existing flagpole, is that right?
Well, so there used to be, those came down, there used to be 3 flagpoles that were 30 or 40 feet to the south of the club. Those came down years ago because the trees were all in the mess, they were in the trees. So our 100th anniversary is next year. So the club wanted to put up a centennial flagpole to the east behind the clubhouse. So that's where that's directed. So it's probably 50 yards, or that's probably a bit long, almost 100 yards east of the clubhouse in just open space in the golf course.
Okay. So when I have poles of any kind, cell tower poles or whatever, I'm concerned about safety, and particularly whether the pole is fenced off so as to prohibit kids from trying to climb up the pole. But in your case, my understanding is the whole property is secured by fencing, right?
Correct.
miscreants, can't,
No.
wander in and climb
It's
the.
a private country club and
Right.
it's in the almost square middle of the property.
Okay, so the safety issue seems to be resolved. If the pole falls over, it's not gonna,
It's landing in a pond.
right, okay. So the hardship, unique circumstance, or practical difficulty is what?
It's, well, I mean, I guess I don't, there is no, I mean, we just wanted, we wanted to erect it, our landscaper was the one that directed us that we needed to apply to the county, that it was beyond the 24 feet, so
Right.
it'd be, I guess it'd be the fact that it's,
So why do you need 60?
well, they want to erect one that could be seen on the golf course from, I think the one to make it represent the 100th anniversary and have it be seen on the golf course more than 24 feet would be, because the trees surrounding it are 70, 80, 100 feet, so. I don't know,
Are you familiar with the concept of keep your head down when you're playing golf?
I'll tell you, if I can tell it to the members, I'd be happy to tell them that, but,
All right, I have to have some rationale.
well, I mean, I think,
I'm not resisting this, but I have to have some rationale.
and I think it's,
7 conditions that you've been given and asked to respond to. I understand how, each of those is implicated in this case, but the underlying hardship, unique circumstance, or practical difficulty is maybe given the height of the surrounding trees, you couldn't see 24 feet.
I mean, you would, yeah, I mean, if that's how, if that has to be put in that terms, then I would say yes, I mean, because I think the point of it was to try to have a grand enough pole that would be, that you could see on the property. And again, you're not gonna see it from all over the property. It's the immediate holes that surround it. So we're 144 some acres, so you're not gonna see it.
Okay,
Outside of the 3 holes that surround it. And I think looking at local clubs, I mean, generally speaking, they've got poles of this stature way higher. So we're not even close to, like, the Dime's 180 feet and Butterfield 75 feet and so on and so forth. So we're not, I mean, I think the members would have wanted it higher, frankly. But I mean, they wanted 100 feet, frankly, they could have done it without knowing that there was constraints
you
about
know
it.
what kind of a flagpole it is?
It's an internal halyard pole. I mean, our landscape contractor would be the one that would be installing it. So I don't know the specific brand of it, no, but they're the ones.
Okay, I think I have enough to make the decision about this case. What's up then? So I will make my recommendations. Is it September 17? All right.
October
We have,
15th.
no, we have a,
Can we do when's our next adjudication or ZHO?
October.
we're not gonna make all these people wait for a month.
Next one is October?
Unless we just did a recommendation on the 17th.
Yeah, we'll do a recommendation can we do a recommendation next week?
I don't know if
We
I'm
could-
gonna be ready next week with all of these cases.
2 weeks,
Yeah,
September
we could
7th.
do recommendation only on the 17th.
perfect.
Okay, so at 3 o'clock on September 17th, we're gonna have a meeting just like this. You can zoom in, you don't have to be in at all. I will announce my decision and have a write-up as to the recommendation. And that recommendation will be made, will constitute my proposal to the County Development Committee. They go through a similar process and push it to the full county board. So by the end of September, you will have a decision in the case. I don't see anything very troubling about the case, so it's likely that my recommendation will be to grant the request. Okay,
Thank you.
great, thank you, good luck.
Sure.
Okay, this is Robert Carthol again, and I am now calling zoning petition 25050, the Chromiak petition. This is a request for variation to reduce the required rear yard setback for a new chicken coop and run from 25 feet to approximately 8 feet. And secondly, a variation to reduce the required side yard setback from a new chicken coop and run from 25 feet to approximately 15 feet. That's first from is probably a typo. This is a Downers Grove Township case on a property that's about 6/10 of an acre, serviced by water and sewer. The matter is published in the Daily Herald on August 19, 2025. Matter's been circulated to the various departments of the county and neighboring authorities, and the building department has filed an objection. I have two exhibits. The first is a 2014 plat of survey, which I presume the petitioner obtained when they closed on their house. And the second, I think I'm reading this correctly, it's an update that says addition and remodeling of existing residence, and that's dated July 6, I believe, 2025. Are you Miss Chromiak?
Yes, that is correct.
Chromiak? And
Yes,
I'll indicate that I noted that you were sworn in prior to the hearing beginning.
that is correct.
Are there any other witnesses in this case, or are you going to present the case?
I'll just present.
Okay, could we just clarify the second exhibit, the 2025? What's going on? Are you remodeling your house?
We're trying, we filed for addition permit because our house is kind of small, so we have 3 children. We're trying to just do 2 more bedrooms to our existing residence. We're not remodeling, we're just adding 2 bedrooms if that goes through. We're still in the process of having receiving the permit.
Okay, I want to be clear that nothing that we do here today will affect the remodeling of your house. So if I take this as a survey site plan combination, it applies only to, or my information and decision will apply only to the chicken coop, which this is quite small, so I'm not sure, but it appears that the chicken coop is noted on the northwest corner of the property. Is that right?
Yes, it's not just a chicken coop. We had a shed in that area. So when we moved in, the original shed that was here, it was kind of falling apart. So my husband disassembled it, and he bought like a store-bought, like smaller vinyl shed that we had in that area. And then, you know, my kids decided that they want chicken because a lot of our neighbors in the neighborhood had chicken. So my husband decided to rebuild the shed. So it's a shed in the back and then a chicken coop and a run in the front.
Which one is farther to the back of your property, the north of your property, the shed or
It's
the?
shed. It's shed. The chicken coop is in front of it. So half of the half of the frame shed that's actually shed, and then there's a separate entrance where the chicken coop is.
Okay, similar to the house remodeling, the location of the shed is not part of this case, right? You understand that?
Okay.
Even though it's shown on this exhibit 2.
Okay.
But I don't know if that is permitted. I suspect there might be an issue, but I'm not going to address that. Just the chicken coop.
Okay.
So you want the chicken coop to be 8 feet from the rear yard setback and 15 feet from the side yard setback, right?
Yes. Yes.
And do you have any idea, is it existing now
It is.
in the location?
We didn't, as I said, we had an existing but a smaller shed in that area. So my husband kind of, you know, just redid. He decided to do it in the same area. And since, you know, we didn't know that we need a permit to redo the shed, so we kind of rebuilt it and included that chicken coop with it. And you know, we kind of placed it at our neighbor has a shed that is 3.8 feet away from our fence. So we didn't know about, you know, the existing that we it would have to be kind of in the middle of our yard. And we have like 2 huge trees in front of that. And then we have smaller trees running around the area of the fence.
you know the dimensions of the chicken coop?
I would have to check, but it will have it's around 7 feet and maybe 10 feet, 7 by 10, without the run, without the run, just the inside of the chicken coop.
What about the shed?
That's gonna be around 7 by 10 as well. So they're both, it's like where you see the frame shed, half of it is chicken coop and half of it is a shed.
First of all, I don't see that on the 2014 survey. I see on the 2014 survey, I see a frame shed that may or may not be there any longer, but that's not an issue either, because the two structures that you're talking about are on the northwest corner of your property. And then,
Mhm.
actually, can you read what this says? I can't see. Oh, wait a minute, I have this device. Where the hell's my phone? Maybe I left it in the car. Does anybody have like a magnifier on their cell phone? Get up here. Anything here someplace? Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I found what the, how on the other side or a plot of survey, it says that it's 7 by 7, the frame shed, then it's 7 by 7 frame chicken coop and 7 times 9 screened chicken run.
I'm trying to see what this says.
Five by 10 area material storage stockpile, 40-foot dumpster. So this is just a stockpile for the dumpster for construction. That's
Okay.
probably the original house survey.
No, this is 2025.
Oh, it is, okay, well, yeah,
This is the original survey.
Oh, okay, so this must be associated with some of the work that they're doing, but this is just.
Maybe it's temporary.
storage,
Yeah, okay. Okay, so after magnifying this a bit, you've got two structures that you talked about. You said that the shed is well, you've testified that they're both about the same size, but the dimensions are way off on the drawing that you've submitted, and I don't know if that means that this is a chicken run and the chicken coop is not shown, but there's a big square, which I presume to be for the chickens, because that's the one you said was farther to the south, slightly farther.
Hmm. No, the chicken coop, that's together with the shed. The smaller house, I'm not sure how he drew this. You're talking about where it says like the 6 by 6 feet?
Yeah. Okay, well, let's.
Yeah, that was existing. That's like a small vinyl shed. But I'm not sure why it's not on the play of survey.
Well, has it been there since 2014?
I'm not sure. I think my husband built it. So it must have been after
2014. Did you move in your house in 2014?
2014, yes.
Okay. How many chickens do you have?
5 as of right now.
And tell me why you can't relocate the chicken coop only. I don't care about any of these other structures. Tell me why you can't comply with the location of the chicken coop.
Because it's, as I said, it's on a concrete along with the shed. So it's all together. Like it's the shed and the chicken coop, it's one structure. It's a pretty big structure. We can't, it's extremely hard to kind of separate it.
Okay. I understand your request. Do you have anything else to offer?
We try to make it as, kind of, so it looks exactly, so it looks just like the shed, so it doesn't look like a chicken coop. It looks really similar to our house. We try to keep it similar, similar colors and everything. I mean, it's right behind me, so I can show you, but we try to make it so it looks as a one structure instead of 50 little different structures around our house. So that's why we just try to make it part of the shed, so it's like one shed looking structure instead of two separate or three separate structures in our yard.
Okay. How long have you had chickens?
It's gonna be a year now.
And how long do you anticipate, if you know, that you will have chickens in the future?
I mean, they're part of our family now. If you would see my kids with them, I mean, they do everything together. If my kids bring them inside, so
How old are your kids?
4-year-old, 8-year-old, and 10-year-old.
Okay. All right. I understand your case. I will take it under advisement and render a decision on September 17 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in a meeting much like this. That's our recommendation step. And my recommendation goes to the County Development Committee at their next meeting following September 17. And then they transmit the matter to the full county board for a final decision. Do you have anything else you want to add?
That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, I will call petition 25051, the Willowbrook Waffles LLC case. This is a request for conditional use to allow a Class B restaurant in a B1 local business district. It's a Downers Grove Township case. Property is about 4/10 of an acre, serviced by water and sewer. The matter was published in the Daily Herald on August 19, 2025, and there are no objections from any of the authorities to whom we've circulated the petition, which includes neighboring townships and municipalities, as well as the various departments of the county. I have a plat of survey, which is reasonably current. It's dated 2021. And then I have Group Exhibit 2. I'm not sure what the intent of Group Exhibit 2 is, so I'll let the petitioner identify that. And if, sir, are you familiar with this second group of documents? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm not sure. Sorry.
Well, I've got something that says existing commercial interior remodel. And then,
Well, I guess that's the internal, it's the floor plan of the inside of the building.
okay, well, I'll take that as an advisory exhibit, a group.
Okay.
Exhibit group.
Yeah.
Now, could you identify yourself, sir, and spell your last name?
Yeah, my name is Felix Friedman, Friedman. I
And
am,
who are you in relation?
I'm the majority owner, one of the owners of the restaurant.
Will you also be an operator of the restaurant?
No, I have a managing partner who is the operator. I help out with the back office. So I don't work at the restaurant. I help with permitting, licensing, and emergencies, stuff like that.
Okay, so just tell us why you need a Class B restaurant license, please.
Yeah, so we are a full service family restaurant that serves breakfast and lunch. We have 5 locations in the Chicagoland area, and our concept includes kind of a full service restaurant that, there are drinks that are very popular for breakfast, like mimosas or Bloody Marys, for example. And that's, I would say, one of our best selling alcoholic beverages, actually a mimosa. And we're not focused so much on liquor. We're mostly focused on waffles and eggs and just a hearty breakfast and lunch and brunch. But we would like to be consistent with our concept across all locations. And our 2 locations in Chicago, or 3 locations in Chicago and 1 in Oak Park, they all have this drink menu, which includes breakfast drinks. Another one is, for example, a Bailey's in your coffee or Irish coffee, mostly popular on weekends. But that's the reason for this application.
How long has your restaurant been there?
We started serving in May of 2022.
And the next question relates to the fact that this is brought as a conditional use. And we put time limits on conditional uses.
Mhm.
I'll cut to the chase. The longest time limit that we grant is a 10-year time limit. I
Yeah.
expect that you intend to be there, although restaurants, who knows, but you certainly intend to be there for 10 years, right?
Well, I'm hoping at least that. I mean, we purchased the land and the building, so yeah. Well, this is a long-term investment. It's a significant investment, and we've been doing well. Our revenue continues to grow. People love the place. We get great ratings. So yes, absolutely, 10 years would be a great start for us. Yeah.
Do you know, has there been any objection from anyone that you know of?
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, the 7 conditional use standards that are set out in the ordinance on which you received
Yes.
don't need testimony on because the answer to those questions are self-evident. The
Yes.
other standard for conditional use is dictated by court decisions and generally indicates that there's a preference to be granted for any conditional use that is brought for as set out in the ordinance, unless there's something unique about the parcel which sets it apart from other similarly zoned parcels in the district. I don't see anything unusual here.
Yep.
So it seems to me that the general presumption in favor of your conditional use would be applicable.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, and I don't believe we cause any harm. I read the conditions, the public safety is not impacted by it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I have what I need to make the decision. My decision will be set forth in a written recommendation and will be communicated on September 17 at 3 o'clock at our regular recommendation meeting. My recommendation will be made exclusively on the record that was made in the hearing today and will be communicated to the County Development Committee meeting for their evaluation at their first meeting after the September 17th date. And then they bump the matter up to the full county board for the final decision. So this should be resolved, hopefully, in the month of September. Okay?
Perfect. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate your time and looking into this. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Good luck with your project and your restaurant.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Okay, I've concluded all of the public hearings for today, and I'll indicate for the record that there is no old business to be considered, no new business to be considered, and so I'll adjourn the meeting, the 2:30 meeting.